This is A1 Radio, 101.1 megahertz.
Yes, my association with the NPP began in 1999. In 1999, prior to the elections of 2000, the former president, D. Kufuor, approached my senior brother. Then he had gone to parliament as an independent candidate. So he had seen a lot of potential in him and thought that if he got him on the NPP side, they could get more seats for NPP. So he got to him and said, look, come and join us so that we will see how we can help you to develop your constituency. At the time, we all saw that the PNC, which we belonged, was losing ground, especially after the death of Dr. Hilary Mann. And so he had to confer with a number of us and a number of other people and realize that if Navrongo Central is to develop, then we need to follow a big path, because the PNC was not just that big. For him to go to parliament, become a minister and help the place. So he took the decision to join NPP. And so we all joined him. And so it was in 1999 that we actually moved from our Nkrumahist sort of lineage into the Dankwa Busia Dombo lineage.
If you look back today, would you make the same decision you made then?
Yes, why not? Because the PNC is almost a dead party in Ghana now.
But making the NPP the party of choice, is that a decision you still stand by?
Yes, and yes. You know, I have always, in these days, when I was going to contest as an independent candidate, I protested as an independent candidate. Yes. The NDC sent emissaries to me with money to sponsor me. And I rejected the money, even though I didn't have enough money to campaign at the time. I rejected the money. Very prominent northern NPP, NDC personnel came to see me, and they took. I was in Union working by then. They took me to a residence, the minister, regional minister, and those. I could see a portfolio, black one in front of them. I knew it was stuck with the cash, and if I had accepted, they would have just given me the portfolio together with the cash. But I said, the reason why I would not join that fraternity is that J.J. Rollins, of blessed memory, came to do a house cleaning in this country, which we all accepted and followed. Later on, we realized that they had derailed from the original tenets of the house cleaning, and it had become something different altogether. And so, J.J. Rollins came back to overthrow a constitutionally elected government. And you are coming back to be a constitutional president. I thought that it was not congruent. So to go back to that kind of ideology, I don't know whether they say they have ideology, but for me, I know that Dankwa Busia, the economic mass sprang out from them. And so if you are talking about Nkrumahism, you can't talk about Nkrumahism without the Dankwa Busia tradition. So I think I'm comfortable, and I will always continue to be comfortable with the Dankwa Busia tradition.
What makes, and even for now, for young people who are maybe deciding on what affiliations they should do, what makes the NPP the party of choice?
The NPP is the party of choice, one, because the NPP has an ideology. It has a real ideology. Unlike the other parties, where the Nkrumahs have an ideology, unfortunately, they have been swallowed by the NDC. Most of the people where the Nkrumahs are now fronting for the NDC. And for me, it's a big pain when I see an Nkrumahist going to front for NDC, because Dr. Liman was leading the Nkrumahist. It was the one who from the NDC who overthrew him. Why would the Nkrumahist be offended, be angry? And then rather the Nkrumahist was going around with that party. And so for me, if I'm going to encourage any young man or woman to join a political party, I would tell them to join the original party that fought for independence then, during the early days of the Gold Coast.
What ideology is it that you talk about for the NPP?
We all know that the NPP, people say it's a capitalist party.
Right-wing party.
Exactly. But you see, capitalism, right-wing, left-wing, all those things are no longer relevant at the moment.
Right.
The NPP believes in private sector development. They are mostly business people. And they know that it is the private sector that can thrive and then be the catalyst for growth in an economy, right? Instead of state influence, which is the socialist view, and that is the view that the NDC have taken. Now, even socialist republics are all going private sector. Yeah. So for me, the private sector being an engine of growth is the main ideology of the NPP.
Radio, streaming live on www.a1radioonline.com. Twitter handle at official A1 Radio. And on TuneIn. Facebook A1 Radio 101.1 MHz.